Alright, good morning. Welcome back to the Hour Project. This is the second of two live streams today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's step into the camera and we're going to cover some stuff that we really have to cover before tomorrow's content. So if you haven't noticed already, today's not a very great day. I just have a lot of stuff to pick up from because the past 2 days I haven't been able to make a live stream, so a lot of stuff has accumulated due to my brother just being here and then going back at the same time that my caregivers, one of them had their birthday. And typically speaking, that means I have to get, so first of all, I had to get some gifts. So I got some gifts, and I have to record all that. In addition to also recording, where we ate outside, which is in the title stream today. You see the Shangri-La Dim Sum Hotel, that kind of stuff. That's what we're covering as well on this stream, the second stream. And then the gifts I covered in a previous stream. But then finally, there was just a whole bunch of other stuff that I had to do in addition to like some financing, some budgeting and stuff like that. So it's just been a real headache, and I didn't make 2 live streams and I had to move around. So it's a lot. It's just a lot. So why don't we just let's just focus on what we have to do now. And in this stream, you can see the title is Shangri-La. So wherever you're from, Facebook, YouTube. I have to say that this is not really the best that I have to show, but I have to do it anyways because part of the Hour Project is I have to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so even when I have bad days and the content isn't all that great, I still have to go through it because this is what what is good for me. It's something that basically it's a way for me to resolve my own personal issues. So what we have to cover today is a large purchase for my caregivers because one of them had a birthday. So it's a Shangri-La Dim Sum restaurant, dim sum咯. 有啲蝦餃啊、燒賣 that kind of stuff. It's just some Cantonese type stuff. So you take a look, you can see some photographs both on the left and right hand side. I've covered the entire screen. Again, this stream's just not the best, neither is the previous stream. I apologize. But what we have here is mostly food that was purchased as a meal from one of my caregivers yesterday. I ran up the bill. There's a menu on that side with the receipt, but paid in cash about $150 after tax and after tips. So that's a lot of money. But for sort of just a 4-person family, but it's for a birthday, so it's all right. So there's 蝦餃、燒賣、臘腸，蝦腸。So it's just like a bunch of, that's like rice roll, hachang is like a rice roll. We have some shrimp dumplings, some, all that kind of traditional food. You see some stir fry there as well. 牛河啊，啲蛋炒飯. So we have so just some fried rice, stir fried rice, very typical dishes. But again, it was very well made. They didn't use too much oil. This restaurant, they were not too heavy on the salt. All that kind of stuff. It was, what can you expect, right? It was a banquet hall. It was a banquet restaurant. So Shangri-La banquet restaurant. So that's that. And I had to cover it because, like I said, that's something that is not something that I purchased myself. So what comes in must come out. I have to cover that as inventory. Second thing I have to say, so that was the birthday. So I guess happy birthday is for that. And then not me. That's for my caregivers. And then the second thing, you can see at the bottom left, there's some Annette's Donuts. So it says in the title, Sweet Bakery or Bakery Sweets. So there was some more stuff for my caregivers that they bought for my brother. My brother didn't really want all of them, or whatever he did take, he ate it already. So there was carrot cake, donuts. So that Annette's Donuts at the bottom left right there, that's a photograph of Annette's Donuts. And then we have some glazed donuts, carrot cake, as well as fruit cake. All three of these sort of sweet bakery items from the bakery section of the grocery store. They purchased it. I ate a few, and that's that. So all around a lot of stuff. And then the last thing here I have to cover is this thing that's not actually in the title. It's just this bowl of I guess seasoned fish fillet with salami. And I just saw it today and I knew that I was going to eat it, so I ate some. So that's something, again, for my caregivers that I didn't make, so I had to cover it. So I think that's everything that needs to be covered on stream in terms of food items. It's a whole lot of shit. The previous stream, you can see that I'm tired. It's because I had all this garbage I had to sort through. Like I ended up putting Jesus, you know, the Pop-Tarts for my brother, these spoons, the bananas, the fruit cakes right here. These are for my father, spoons for myself. And then we had, of course, this bag here that I mentioned is all going into the garbage. I'm going to try to shift it over to the left over here so you can see it, this bag here. So I put the coconut water in here that I'm going to use to drink, as well as the bag of snack peppermints and coffee crisp. But also there's garbage in here, an entire bag's worth of garbage. I covered in a previous stream. It was a very tedious, but it's kind of like ASMR for me. I get kind of OCD about this kind of stuff, so all this garbage, I just stuffed it full. Partly food that I ate with my brother, partly food for myself. I just stuffed it full of garbage, all the waste, and we're just gonna put it in this bag here and throw it away. Because this is a bag I bring to work, but now it's full of holes and I can throw it away along with the garbage. So that's that, and I'm gonna put these spoons back in here too. I forgot to do that. So that's everything in terms of the 2 live streams today. Thank goodness. What's next? So what's next tomorrow morning is basically, in addition to getting gifts for my brother, all this food, also eating out in the Shangri-La, so with the birthday thing and then him just leaving, so we all eat together as a family, obviously, although it's a pretty dilapidated family at that, but we try our best, you know, they tried their best too, and so, you know, just eating out, lots of gifts, for my brother, and then also just him coming here for the week and then going away. I now have to rearrange everything in my room in terms of furniture. So tomorrow is going to be a logistical review that I didn't anticipate. I should have, I didn't, and that's sad because it's a lot of work to do a logistic review, and but I have to do it. So tomorrow it's going to be a very short, abridged version because I already did a logistic review about a couple weeks back, maybe about 1 or 2 months ago. Really, it's just a temporary logistic or switch up. I'm just rearranging some furniture items so that he could come in, but because it's so crowded in this small room that I'm renting out for $400, there's really a lot of rearranging that I had to do. So I have to cover that on stream because, again, everything that, you know, anything that comes in must come out. I have to show and record that like a time record. Again, if I look into these sort of live streams from the future, maybe it'll be worth something, I don't know. In terms of like my own personal value, just be able to see how things have changed and how bad a situation I was in before and how I've grown from then. So that's that, and finally, so that's the stream for hopefully tomorrow morning. I don't know if we'll get to it. And then once we covered everything like that, we'll also have to talk about some things that I discussed with my brother over here when he was here. Also, like whether it be entertainment, funny shit, as well as just some things that, some like 1 or 2 surprising revelations I had, I guess, but not really revelations, just things that really finally hit home, that sank in deep. I also had to cover some financial matters and some new platforms regarding this project as well as work. And then finally, we can get back to the inventory management. We're trying to clear a lot of items from my room, and we were focused on this Times bag, this Times brand bag from my university days 7 years ago. We're going to try to get to that, as well as the work booklet that I made from co-op, like a mock co-op booklet from my workplace. So that's a lot to cover. I guess that's what's going to bother me for the next 4 or 5 days. That's what we're going to try to work on, but we'll see what happens. So there's a logistics stream, logistical review. We have to recover my room. We have to cover my room tomorrow morning, something like that. We also have to, we need to take care of some abstract things, conversations I have with my brothers, the topics regarding sort of life, I guess. Also some funny shit, some stuff he introduced me to. I also talk about, right, there was someone who also newly followed. I have never had a follower on Facebook, but because you can tell from these streams, like today's stream is a horrible stream. So was the stream before. I made 2 streams today. Both of them are I'm very down tempo today. It's just one of those bad days, and I still have to cover what is on stream. Otherwise, I'll just end up backlogging it, and that's horrible. that only makes the problem worse when you procrastinate. So, but someone, I don't know if it's all sympathy or pity, but I definitely, or maybe he just liked it. Maybe he just liked the content, so I appreciate that. We'll have to talk about that and just give some a little bit of shout or thanks to that. Next thing is a take home message, right? And then that's it really. So that being said, take home message as usual. And again, no one's watching right now because this stream is a complete nightmare. But here it is. Take home message is important, and I do it every time I live stream. So here it is. Take care of your health. Take care of your finance and yourself, of the people you care of. But the best way to take care of them is to make sure that you are yourself a strong, responsible, disciplined individual. And that's because, not to be preachy, I'm doing this, I'm saying this because I need to practice it myself. I need a lot of work on this. Even still, it's all a work in progress, step by step, day by day. But listen, the best thing you can do for the people who care for you and that you care for is to make sure that, they don't have to be concerned or worried about you, that you are independent and able to take care of yourself. That is the best thing you can do for anybody else, is to take care of your own self first. Then you can start having things of value to contribute to the ones you care. So that being said, that's the take-home message, in addition to the fact that, of course, because of this, I don't compromise what I do here on stream for anybody else. This is my steadfast conviction. What's real and honest, I cover on camera. That's it. I just do what I do. I don't care whether people, I care, but I mean, it's not going to influence me to the point that it will change my direction too much. If I do what I do here if what I'm doing here on camera is good for me, I'm going to do it. That's just it. And this is good for me. What's best for me, I'll continue to do. I hope you share this understanding. So that means that you please do what's best for you, do what makes you happy, and do what you need to do, whether it turns out to be your responsibility, your obligations, whether that's to your own career, whether you want to become the next civil engineer or the next pediatrician. Maybe you have something special planned for your spouse or your kids or your grandkids. I don't know who's watching right now, but whoever's watching right now, do what's best for you. Solve your problems and challenges in your life. Like that's what I'm doing here on stream for myself, and reach the goals and heights and ambitions that you set for yourself and for the ones that you care for. Just like what I'm doing here on camera. Like that's all this is. I stream 7 days a week, 7 days a week. 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning, sometimes later, like today, I had to do the laundry. But the point is, I want you to focus on what's best for you. So focus your time, attention, energy, and resources towards those things. Meaning that even though I stream every day, pop in once or twice a week is fine by me. Just pop in once or twice a week to see how things have changed. You don't have to come in every single day. That wouldn't be the most efficient use of your time. The only reason why I would say you should do that is, in fact, it wouldn't be me. It would be you deciding to do that because maybe for some reason you found my streams relatable and you're in a very dark place. I know I was. I still haven't exactly dug myself out yet. But if you're ever in a dark place, really depressed mindset or anxious mindset, and you don't have, maybe it just helps you to watch someone solve their own problems on camera, and maybe it's relatable to you. You can tell I'm a mess right now. I don't know. Sometimes you just need someone else who is going through something similar. So with that being said, you're always welcome to my streams if you want to drop in more often, but my recommendation is just once or twice a week. I know I'm shooting myself in the foot in terms of traffic. I don't give a shit. So do what's best for you. I'm happy when you're happy. I do what's best for me on camera. Just do your thing. This is the take-home message, and that's it. This is Anro signing out, hoping to see a better version of all of you tomorrow morning, as well as a better version of myself. Take care. My hypothetical imaginary viewers, this is Anro signing out, and now I gotta trudge my way back to work after editing all this stuff and doing my laundry and, oh God. Gotta go to work. See you tomorrow morning.